make me feel at home. Make me really care.
Wow, that is one of my faves. I'm a major fan of the King. For those of you who do not know who the King is, I am way older than you. Anyway, it's great to be here today. Flipping Thursdays. So I am full of information, by the way, and sometimes I uh, don't realize it. And I think to myself, okay, what am I going to talk about today? Because every Thursday is Flipping Thursdays, and I want to give you great value and information that's very useful. And so I was thinking that, like, what's the best way to get started in this business? I do help people flip real estate and get started in flipping. Like, lots of people are really interested in flipping. They're curious about it. They are watching those TV shows. Some people I know are addicted to those TV shows. And I know that it's of interest to most people to fix up their homes and enjoy the benefits, right, of a beautiful space that functions well and is nice to be in. It like I talk about this actually in one of my books about how it gives you great energy. It supports you in your life, and it is something that can uplift your soul when you have a beauty around you, organization. No, you remove the clutter from your lives. Like, these are things that all have to do with design and interior design and fixing up your house, but at the same time, they really apply to creating amazing energy and supporting you in your life. There's significant influence your environment has on you. So what do I say to my students when they ask me, Tracy, how do I get started in this business? Like, I want to do it, but I have no idea how to do this. It seems like I need a lot of money, and I don't know where the first place to go to get a good property and all of that. So very, very simply, this is one of the things that I say first off, and I'm just sharing my experience of how I have done this, okay? Because I started with nothing. I started from having no money. I started, just like I think everyone else is able to start. So of course not of course, but I saved some money so I could have a down payment. So I worked and saved. And then I also pretty much joint ventured, if you want to call it that, with my boyfriend at the time. So so that's basically my first joint venture, was with him. And we put our money together and bought a property. Okay, and it was a small property, small house, and I did not intend on being a real estate flipper. I just thought I was going to live there. Okay, so I'm an accidental flipper. I think a lot of people can be this. And here's what happened. I fixed that house up because I was in the business of interior design, which, you can hire someone to do that. You don't have to be an interior designer to do this business of real estate flipping. But since I was an interior designer, I bought something that needed to be fixed up so that I could make it my own, which makes sense. And I fixed it up and looked very nice. And then this happened. Somebody came to the door. And you know what the old saying is, that opportunity knocks. And it's exactly what happened. Opportunity knocked. And I opened the door and I took that opportunity. And that person that was at the door was a real estate agent. And they complimented me on the property. And the rest is history pretty much. I made like more than my salary or about my salary at the time. Okay, so what happened was like I got a big, not only did I get a knock on the door, I got a big knock on my head that said, wow, this is something. This real estate investing is, this real estate flipping is something. Because that property, that first property I bought, only took me about 3 months to renovate. And then I sold it. So, overall, maybe it took 6 months because, I didn't sell it right away and we didn't close on the sale right away and all that. So even if it took 6 months, I made my salary in half the time. That's significant. So I knew that there was something here to do this again. And we sold that property and bought a little bit more expensive property next time. And when we sold that one, we made even more money. And so that is how it started for me. And that's why I'm sharing this, because I think that that's a really great way for people to start. So let me just be really plain about this and say this very, very simply. Start with where you're at. If you have a property right now that you're living in, and it could be fixed up a little bit, ask a realtor or go online, and there's websites now that you can search up properties in your area and what they sold for. Insignia, I think, is one. Just go and Google, what property sold for, and there'll be a website. I think it's Insignia or something like that. I don't use it because I'm a realtor, so I have the realtor website that I can go and find out what every property sold for. But that's not, you don't have that as the public. You don't have access to that. So you do have access, though, to what properties sold for, but you have to go to a different website than what I would use as a realtor. Anyhow, the point is that if you are living in a property right now and it could be fixed up a bit, maybe there's something that's outdated, maybe your kitchen's, your baths, your basement's not finished, something's not finished, something's just older than it, it needs some work, then you have potentially, you're potentially sitting on your flip right there. And you can just start with what you have, right? So you don't even have to make a further investment other than the improvements, okay? And then you sell it, and you make beaucoup de money, I hope. And that's really the way I started, and that for me is the easiest way for you to get going and doing this business, is just start with where you are at. And if you don't have a property right now, you need to definitely find that money to buy a property. You need to find the deposit, whether you joint venture with one person or 10 people, and you pool your money. You can do it, okay? There's no reason why you can't do this. And as you know, I have a program to help you get started in this business. And you can, come to my masterclass. My masterclass is on Wednesday next week, March the 10th. And I'm going to show you more about how I do it and how I can help you do it. So I hope this helped you get motivated, get inspired. And real estate's the #1 way that people have made their wealth. The wealthiest people on the planet made their wealth in real estate. No questions. So this is the #1 way to rock the pocketbook and live the lifestyle of your dreams and change your life. Do whatever those big goals that you have that you want to achieve. Like, real estate can be the vehicle that gets you there. I'm Tracy Fines, your flipping queen. I hope this has inspired you, and come to my masterclass and I'll help you guys. I'll help you out. Have a great day.